Hi there, friends. Welcome to Clem's living room. We'll get to the kitchen, I promise. Just be a little patient with me. I just want to take a quick second and thank each and every one of you for coming here and reminding me how much I loved this channel. And I promise I'm going to give you guys some good content. I'm still poor, so we're going to make some cheap food and make some good cheap food. And I just want to take a quick second to thank Charlie over there at the Penguin Zero channel. He, sent some people my way, and I'm very happy to have you guys here, and I promise not to let you down. So, without further ado, welcome back to Clem's Kitchen. It is so good to have you here. Tonight, we're going to be making one of my favorite, easy, cheap meals. It'll be like a hug from the inside. It's good comfort food. We're going to start off with this pork loin right here from Aldi's, $5, can't beat it. It's a solid cut of meat. We're gonna have some stuffing with it, some green beans, and we're gonna make a little gravy while we're at it. So just sit back, relax, and I'll show you how it's done. All right, the first thing we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna prep an onion. I mean, we're not gonna use a whole lot of onion in this, but I find it does give the flavor I'm looking for. We're only going to want a couple onion slices here, so. That should work. Next, we got to pan up our nice little pork loin, so. Get it out of the pack. Already nice marinated. Remember, fat side up. Fat is where the flavor is. Now we're just going to take those nice little onion slices we made. I'll spread them out across the top of this guy. No right or wrong way to do it. You don't even have to add the onions if you don't want to. Now typically this would be the part where you go ahead and preheat the oven, get everything ready. But, I don't like to do things very typical. And I've got a microwave with a roast option on it. So let's give that a shot. It's also an air fryer and a convection oven as well. So can't complain, I like this little thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to hit, let's see, it's got the instructions up here, pork loin. We're going to hit this a couple times. It's about a 2-pounder. And we give it 35 minutes. And while that's roasting, we can work on everything else. Now typically when I'm making green beans, I like to have a ham hock or chunks of ham, something like that. But I forgot to get that, so we're going to go with the next best thing. Get these at Aldi's for like $5 or $6. It's not going to be as pretty as it would be if I had some cubed ham, but it'll get the job done. Now, I know that may look like a lot of ham, but nobody really likes vegetables, so you can kind of go 50-50, 1-to-1 ratio with the green beans and the pork. At least that's how I like it. Next, we're going to get green beans opened up, I think. There we go. This can does not want to cooperate. Dump that in there. Now the seasoning, like 99 cents. It's salt, pepper, garlic. That's what I'd use anyway, so toss a little of that in there. We're going to take it to the stove. Actually, no, I'm gonna need that burner, so we're gonna put it on the back burner for a little bit. Put a lid on there. We're gonna go medium-high heat just to get it started. Once we get some movement in there, we're gonna go ahead and turn it down a little bit. And don't forget to give it a stir every now and then to keep it. But like I said, this is on the back burner, so we ain't gonna worry about it for a while. While we're waiting on everything else, we're gonna go ahead and prep for the stuffing. It's gonna be a cup and a half of water. We gotta get ready. We'll put a half stick of butter in there with it too. Maybe a little more than that, I don't know. Feeling out my inner Paula Deen, add some extra butter to it. Let's see what we got here. Let's get the butter. Just gonna let this sit for a minute. I don't need to fire it up quite yet. Alright, we're getting a little closer to the time that the meat's done. Let's check in on our green beans. I think we can take them all the way down. All the way to low. We're gonna start this boiling for the stuffing. That fired up. About the time the meat's done, we'll start the gravy and we'll be good to go. All right, it sounds like it might be done, but we're gonna check temps before we do anything. Oh, it looks pretty done now. Where's my temp checker? We're looking for about 145, I think, something like that. And we are there. Let's try one more spot. Oh, we are definitely there. So now we're going to let that rest while we work on everything else. This one's the easy one. We got the butter and water boiling. We're going to dump in some stuffing. Remove it from the heat. Let it sit for 5 minutes while we make the gravy. Stir. Oh yeah. I love the smell of stuffing. Keep that back over here. I'm gonna fire up this front burner over here. We're about to make us some gravy. Yeah, there's going to be more complex ways, and of course I'd like to have some pork stock, but I didn't make any ahead of time, so we're going to use a little chicken stock. And of course, my favorite seasoning blend, Slap Your Mama seasoning. It's going to give a little kick to our gravy. First thing we got to do is add a couple tablespoons of butter. anything else out I need. I got some flour ready to go. Alright, I think we're good enough here. Add a couple tablespoons of all-purpose flour. That's pretty heaping, so this next one's going to be a little smaller. And start stirring it together. And once it gets pasty, that's when we're going to bring in the chicken stock. And we're going to turn the heat down to about medium. If all goes well, this is going to thin out just right. The goal is to get all the lumps out. And we're going to just whisk it for a little while. And at a medium heat. Can't forget to slap your mama. There we go. And like I said, that's gonna give it a nice little kick. Nothing too crazy. It's black pepper, red pepper, garlic, salt. Nothing crazy, but for some reason the blend it's just perfect for stuff like this. And as you can see, it's already starting to thicken up. All right, now the gravy is looking like it should. We're gonna cut the heat on that. I mean, you can do it a little thicker, a little thinner. It's up to you, but this is good gravy to me. Now it looks like all that's left is to carve the meat and eat. All right, let's see what kind of wonderfulness we made today. Oh. That'll work. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Tender, juicy, nice pork medallions. Perfectly cooked. Wish you could smell this kitchen right now. I mean, just the smell alone takes me back to childhood. Sitting there with the family gathered around. Great-grandmother's in the kitchen cooking up for all of us. Good times, good eats. And when all's said and done, it's about the best meal you can get for, I think I spent about $8. And I can feed a couple more people along with me, so. Next time you're in town, stop by. Well, I'm glad you guys took the time to stop by Clem's Kitchen. I got some more things in the works, so just keep an eye out. But right about now, it's time for me to go eat because this is smelling and looking too good. You guys have a great day.